Welcome back, my math party people. Anderson here, your ASVAB coach. Remember that if you do want to go ahead and register for our full program, there's my number, 567-698-8867. Feel free to text me. Again, I'm Coach Anderson. I got your back. All the classes, all the recordings, all the confidence building practice. You can text me anytime for help. You can also get extra one-on-one tutoring. And on top of that, well, you'll have all the guides and strategies and study plans that you'll need. So again, everything you need to raise your score, lower test anxiety, and get the job you deserve. Let's go ahead and get started though. Here we go. So we have ourselves a little problem here. It says how many, so that's exactly what we're looking for with the question, but how many 5 centimeter long cubes can fit in a rectangular box measuring 2 meters in length, 5 meters in width, and 25 meters in height? So here is what we want. We want, step one, what do we want? We want how many cubes fit. So how many cubes fit? That's what we want. That's basically it. Now, think about that though. The word fit. Think about that in math speak. If you're asking how much of this can fit into that, what are we asking for? What are we trying to figure out? What math operation is that? When you're trying to fit this into that, or this number, how many times does this number fit into this number? Division. That's division all day. That is division. That is division, division, division. We are dividing. How many of one can fit into the other? That's division. Now, moving forward though, what are we dividing? Right? What are we doing? What are we supposed to figure out? Right? What are we supposed to divide? So ask yourself this. And so, whether this is your first or 50th YouTube video of mine, it doesn't matter. Why don't you join me for a live class? That way you can ask questions, raise your score, and get the job you want for free. Again, I host classes once a week on Zoom, typically on Mondays. So go ahead and click the link up there, down here somewhere, register for free, and you get my free practice test that has video solutions so you can learn from every mistake. That's what it's all about here, my party people. I want to help you succeed, so don't hesitate. Sign up for free, and then let's get back to this problem here. Let's keep raising our scores. If you're asking how many of these cubes can fit into a box, well, ask yourself, what are we dealing with here? Is that perimeter? No. Is that area? No. Is that volume? Yeah. Yeah, look, when in doubt, draw it out. When in doubt, draw it out. So let's go ahead and suppose that the cubes, the 5 centimeter long cubes, let's assume that they're something like, let me zoom in real quick. Let's say that they are something to this effect, like that, and then like that. And let's say we have that cube, right? And we want to fit it into the box that is 2 meters in length, 5 in width, 25 in height. We want to fit it inside of this big old box right here. That was horrible, but still works. And so with that, we have ourselves, this line right here. I can duplicate it here and duplicate it again. And then from there, just connect them just to make myself look cool. Because I like looking cool. I'm not actually cool. So with that, there we have it. So we want to see how many of these can fit in. How many can we fit in? So you see where I'm coming from now? You see where I'm going with this? We are basically dividing the volumes. So I can place that right there, another one right there, another one right there. And you're just trying to see how many you can fit in. Now, obviously, are we going to do this by hand? No, because we're not crazy and we have lives. So we don't have time for that. But what we can do, again, is divide the volumes. So the route that we're going to take here, and I'm going to use all the space I need. So I'm going to erase that for a moment. But what we're doing here is we're going to divide the volume of the box. We're going to divide that by the volume of the cube. That's what we're going to do. We're going to divide the volume of the box by the volume of the cube. Why again? Because again, we're seeing how many of these cubes fit in to the box right up here. And that is division. And so with that, one last thing we need to take care of. One last thing, and it's this. Did you notice that we have centimeters here, but we have meters here? That's a problem. That is a big problem because you're going to have to convert the units. If you're dividing volumes or dividing anything really, you need to make sure that they represent the same type of unit, because if not, then you're putting yourself in a position to mess up the entire answer. You have to be consistent. And so if we're looking at the volume of the box, so the volume of the box right over here, again, that is 2 meters by 5 meters by 25 meters. But instead of just doing it by meters, let's change it to centimeters. Because here's the conversion factor, and you need to know this, you definitely need to know this. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Again, cent, 100. Centi, again, cents, money. 100 cents in a dollar, centi means 100. That's an easy way to remember it. Easy way to remember it. So with that said, if every meter is 100 meters or 100 centimeters, then really what that means is this is going to be 200 centimeters by 500 centimeters by 2,500 centimeters. Right over here. So now we're good to go. Now we can go ahead and perform this and have a good time. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and erase the volume of the box right there and replace it with all of this. Now, why am I not multiplying right there from the get-go? Because if we're dividing, if you've been to my classes before, you've seen my videos on fractions and multiplying and dividing fractions, I always say this. When it comes to fractions and simplifying or multiplying, make sure to simplify first before you multiply. I'd rather deal with a few smaller numbers than deal with one massive number divided by another massive number. It's not going to be a lot of fun. So give yourself the time you need by simplifying first before you do the big division or big multiplication. So watch this. The volume of the cube volume. Well, if it's a cube, all the sides are the same. It's going to be 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. 5 by 5 by 5. And so there it is. And again, these are all in centimeters, so we are good. So I can just erase the volume of the cube right there and just write 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. Really quick ASVAB party people. While we continue this video, if you're enjoying it, which at this point, if you're watching, I know you are, please remember to like this video, comment your favorite part, and subscribe to the channel. That way you can help us spread the word about helping people raise their ASVAB scores just like we are. Let's keep getting the job done. Let's get back to the video. Appreciate you. Now this is where we're good to go. We've made our plan. We need to divide the volume of the box by the volume of the cube. That was one. Second thing we had to observe was that, the units aren't the same. So we took care of that. So now that we've taken care of the volume of the box and we've taken care of the unit conversion, now we can actually go ahead, perform our division, and then simplify, and we're good. So here we go. Here we go. I'm going to take all of this over here and take all that right there, and we're going to make it small, put it over here for a moment. And remember, one more time before I continue, just remember, there's my phone number, 567-698-8867. Let me know what you thought of this video. Once we're done, make sure to like and comment here. That way we can keep producing more. So here we go. How are we going to take care of this? Well, one thing I can do for sure is just simplify. Again, simplify before you multiply. So what I mean by that is, let me grab green. I know that if I take the 2,500 and I divide it by 5, I can simplify that. That's going to end up being 500, and that's going to cancel. Oh, guess what? I can do it again, because 500 divided by 5, bye-bye, that's 100. Oh, can I do it again? Yeah, you absolutely can. Absolutely. Because what you're going to have here, you can end up doing, this right here, or you can use this one. Either way is fine. Either way is fine. Whatever's on top can be simplified by whatever's on bottom. As long as it's all being multiplied together, you're good. You're super fine there. So I'll do it here. And 500 divided by 5 is 100. So what we end up having now, it's way easier than what we would have had. Because now we have 200 times 100 times 100. And again, those are all centimeters. But it doesn't matter because all the centimeters are going to cancel out anyway. Cancels there, cancels there, and cancels there. So we're good. We're fine. So now all we have to do is multiply 200 by 100 by 100, and that's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. Watch this. 200 times 1 times 1. That's going to be, well, 2. And just add the zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we end up having 2 million cubes. And fit. Right there. So the thing is, with multiplying by hundreds or with zeros at the end of numbers, you just tack those zeros on at the end. So we were able to make this really easy for ourselves by just doing 2 times 1 times 1, 2, and just add up all the zeros. 6 of them, 2 million, we're done. And so there it is, my party people. I really do hope that you enjoyed this one. This can definitely seem like a really big, tough problem, but at the end of the day, remember that your perception of how challenging it is, how hard it is, it's all relative to your experience. If you see something as hard or difficult or intimidating, it's pretty much because you haven't done it enough yet or done it the right way enough times. That's really what it's all about. That's what it comes down to. So remember that you shouldn't be afraid of ever doing math again when you see a tough problem like this. It's really just a matter of, well, okay, what do I understand so far? What is it that I need to understand to get this right? How can I get there? What can I practice? Is it unit conversions? Is it volume? What is it? What do I need to really practice? And that's what this all boils down to. And so, my party people, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, make sure to like this. If you're on YouTube right now watching this, subscribe to the channel, like it, and comment. That way we can keep helping you guys succeed. And at the end of the day, remember that we're here to help you raise your score. Lastly, feel free to text me if you want to join the ASVAB All-Access Program, where again, you get everything you need to raise your score at a fraction of the cost of everywhere else. I got your back. Just shoot me a text with your name, your situation, and that you're interested with the All-Access Program, and we'll take it from there. Again, I'm Anderson, your ASVAB coach. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. My party people, as always, thanks for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That way you can see all the updates that we come out with so you can keep improving. So don't wait, subscribe now, and then while you wait for the next video, look here or there to see a related video that's going to help you improve even more. Let's keep raising that score, and let's get the job we want. I'll see you soon.